All right. Well, here's the countdown to our next section. Those of you who are joining our class um, from outside, we are in the middle of our weekend boot camp. We got our great students who are here. And this is a reminder to you that the PMP exam tech camp is starting in the next couple of days. We got two bonus sessions, one on the 25th and one on the 27th. If you want to be part of those test groups, you got to sign up for the main course. And the place to do that is at pmsucceed.com. So if you go to pmsucceed.com, and I'll just stop this for a second. All right. Well, welcome back. And I am just giving a very quick demo on how to get to pmsucceed.com. When you get to pmsucceed.com, you want to go to the PM Tech Camp menu, and that offer is right there. Okay, it's right there. All right. So those of you who are joining us remotely, we are going into communications management. This is going to be very quick because we've got very capable students on this go around. And for the most part, communications is an area that they feel somewhat comfortable with, not totally uncomfortable like some other students might feel. So we are going straight into it, straight into communications. So what is communications all about? Communications is all about the efficient sharing of messages, of information with our stakeholders. So by the time we're done here, our main goal, you should be able to explain project communications management. You should understand the processes, the tools, and the techniques of it. And you should understand the different documents and outputs of project communications management. Again, project communications management is all about the efficient communicating of messages and sharing of information on the project. So you should think of this as being able to competently answer the 5 W's: the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the H, the how of communications management. That is the summary of all of this. So it involves managing communications, planning how we are going to carry out communications between project team members, larger project teams, and the efficient communication, of course, is going to enhance continuous awareness and understanding of project status. And it connects various individuals of diverse backgrounds with various interests in the project's execution. And we have a little joke here. This is why doctors lift on 3. Poor patient, see the legs sticking out? that's why we want to communicate, so that disasters are averted. So when we talk about project communications management, we could be talking about these dimensions of communications: internal, within the project; formal reports and memos; informal, vertical, horizontal within your peers; official, unofficial, written, verbal, and nonverbal. And there's something that we call the 55-38-7. Well, one of my buddies, Dr. Rick Brinkman, not Risk, Rick Brinkman. Rick Brinkman, he wrote the book Dealing with People You Can't Stand. And in his book, he fondly refers to this concept as the 55-38-7. So the story of it is Professor Emeritus Albert Moravian, he came out with this theory about how people communicate in an interactive setting. And he said 55% of the communication is something, 38% is something else, and 7% is the last piece. So what are the variables? We've got tone of voice, we've got body language, and we've got words. What do you guys think the 55% is? What do you think the 55% is? Is that tone of voice? Is that words? Is that body language? What do you think? Chat into me. What do you think? This is not on the PMP exam. I can promise you, PMI, they haven't gotten that bad yet. So this won't be there. Very good. So body language is the 55%. Body language is the 55. Tone of voice is the 38, and words is just the mere 7. So when we think about communicating, folks, we got to be very intentional about it. We got to plan it. We got to make sure we get the messages right so that team members still maintain that level of enthusiasm, so they're happy, so people are not rubbed the wrong way, so on and so forth. Good. All right. So moving ahead here, why don't we jump into our map of the world on page 25? So if you take a look at page 25 here, the infamous page 25, my question to you folks is, do you guys do this daily? Remember, you got to get a whiteboard. So Maribel, you were on our Wednesday call. So I know you heard my idea of the whiteboard. Jan, I'm not sure if you were on the call, my idea of the whiteboard. All you other folks, my idea of the whiteboard, you might have heard it. You might have been on that call. I don't know if you were, but my idea is for you guys to really just max out page 25. Max out page 25. So have you guys mastered page 25 yet? Can you draw it from memory? Can you write it out? Create this table? No? About 50% of it? Okay, that's good. It's a good starting point. Okay, that's all right. Just keep on practicing, and before you know it, you'll get there. Very good. Get that whiteboard, and it's going to remind you. It's going to remind you to practice daily. Yeah, you need to make it faster. Absolutely. So this right here, folks, let me ask you this really quick. Do you guys have a hard stop today? Is it a hard, rigid stop where we have to break and everybody jumps off the bus because I'm being a good manager of time? So we got 30 minutes left here. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, let's take advantage of some of the time we've got, and we'll do some good Q&A at the end for the burning questions, because I always like us ending with a Q&A. And yeah, let's keep going. So the reason why I often tell people that communications is not as huge is because a lot of the things discussed here, we know them to some degree. So plan communications management, our major output is the communications management plan. Manage communications, our major output is what? Our friends on the actual webinar in the class, not on YouTube, in the class, because I'm not checking any other messages but these right now. So our friends in the class, tell me, what do we get from managed communications? What is our major output of that? What do you get from managed communications? Managed communications. So yes, we get the communications management plan from planned communications management, But what do we get from managed communications? Come to think of it, what do we get out? You know? Okay. What we get out of managed communications is casually referred to as, there you go. That's correct. Thank you very much. Project communications. Awesome. Very good. Okay. And can you guys tell me, do we get anything unique, so unique that it's mention worthy from monitor communications? Yes, that one is a hidden output that many people forget. Yep. So from here we have a communications management plan. From here we have project communications. And from here we have the same old, so. Same old from monitor communications. All right. So why don't we get down to a business as far as what is in here? But before we do that, I would just like to say a massive thank you to our friends out there on YouTube who jumped on. And the reason why I jumped on here is to give you guys a little idea of how these test groups are going to be. We're going to max this stuff out. If you do not join, I feel sorry for you. Hey, the folks on this call, they are going to be there. We would like for you to join us. But if you don't want to join us, we can't force you, can we? So one more time, I just want to share with you what you need to do. You need to go to pmsucceed.com. You need to go on that website. You need to hit the big red button. At the end of this weekend, this will not be available for this ridiculous price anymore. So do what you need to do, okay? We're going to jump off the bus. It's been nice speaking to you for a very short period of time, but we have to get back to our business. We have to do our stuff here. We're grinding at the mill. We've covered, what have we covered today, guys? We've covered schedule. We did network diagrams, forward passes, backward passes, resource optimization, Slack, flow, leads, lags. I even open up good old MS Project to give them an idea of what is here. So we've covered a boatload of stuff today. We want you to be in these classes, but we got to jump back on our business. And we even went into earn value, you see. So we've done quite a lot of stuff. All right. So we're going to have to jump off the bus here, folks. But thank you for coming along for this short ride. We want to see more of you. So go sign up at pmsucceed.com for next week and the week after. Enough said. We're going to hop off the bus. See you next week, hopefully. Bye for now.